You're being interviewed in regards to the crime of murder.
Murder?
So, obviously, the jig is up.
And here's the thing. Okay.
Y'all pinning me with a murder.
Okay, well, because you shot him, Quinton.
I'm going to do life regardless.
This is 17-year-old Quinton Brown, currently realizing that he'll be spending the rest of his life in prison because murdering someone comes with its consequences.
You're 17. You have your whole life in front of you. You need to tell us exactly what happened because it was some great shit.
And as detectives continue questioning him in this never-before-seen interrogation, they will realize Quinton is far dumber than they could have ever realized.
How am I getting booked on a murder?
You told your
Just
sister you
explained that
did
to
it,
you.
dum-dum.
Yeah.
It's impossible to argue with a moron. I know you didn't just cold-bloodedly murder this guy. I know you didn't set off
Who got murdered?
the geek in the alley. Don't. Just
Where at?
really.
It was a balmy night on November 26, 2016, in Dayton, Ohio, when gunshots erupted in a quiet neighborhood. Police rushed to the alley where the shots were heard, and there, deceased in the front seat of his car, they discovered the body of 32-year-old Benjamin Werner. The scene was horrific, but it wouldn't take officers long to solve it, because the victim wasn't the only person parked in the alleyway. Police arrived at the scene so quickly after the shots were heard that one of the parties involved didn't even have time to flee. The driver of the car, who we only know as Cam, surrendered himself to police immediately and told them a tale that led them directly to the person who killed Benjamin, a 17-year-old delinquent named Quinton Brown. Within 24 hours, police not only have Quinton in custody, but they have a boatload of evidence proving that he was the man who pulled the trigger, not just once, but nearly a dozen times. Ultimately, he was the sole person responsible for the death of Benjamin Werner, though getting him to admit that, it ain't gonna be easy.
Okay, I'm Detective Cope. This is my partner, Detective Doherty, okay? We want to talk to you today. Before we do, because obviously you're like cuffed up and everything, okay? We need to read you your Miranda rights, okay? Now, we've been able to do this out on the street, we wouldn't be having to read you your Miranda rights, okay?
Right.
But since we brought you down here, and you're now in a room with four doors, windowless, this guy's sitting here, you've been sitting in a, I guess for lack of a better word, a holding cell for a little while, you would perceive that you're not free to leave. So because of that, we're going to read you your Miranda warnings.
Right.
Make sense?
So I am being arrested.
I didn't say that. I'm saying that you're not free to leave. You're being detained. No doubt about that, okay?
Tonight?
No,
No,
right
you're
now.
detained right now.
Right now, like, we all this was.
Detained.
Yeah, right.
They're detained.
So, I'm not, I'll be honest, I don't know if you're going to be arrested or not, like I said, but right now you were definitely detained, which is why you're reading your Miranda warnings. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So the Supreme Court has recently said that if you think that you're under arrest, we have to read you your rights. So,
Can I ask y'all one question?
yes.
What is this all about?
I'm going to explain all that after you read your Miranda rights,
All right.
okay? You're being interviewed in regards to the crime of murder.
Murder?
Yes. Before we ask you any questions, you must understand your rights.
Right.
Clearly, Quinton wasn't taking any acting classes in school. When he was going, that is. At the time of this interrogation, Quinton should have been a senior, but had been kept back a year and was actively flunking his classes, which, as we continue this interrogation, should come as no surprise. He has read his Miranda warnings, and police immediately get down to business, trying to get an admission before they lose too many brain cells interrogating Quinton.
Do you know a young man by the name of Cameron?
Yeah, I know. Red?
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
How do you know him?
From about, last summer when he played football, not my sister, but this girl, you know how you real close? Well, not like that, but I'm real close with this girl, and she called me her brother, and I called her my sister, and they used to mess around.
Okay.
Back, last summer.
Okay. When's the last time you talked to Cameron or with Cameron?
I was with Cameron yesterday, earlier in the day.
About what time?
Damn, about 3, 4,
Okay.
something like that.
Okay, about 3 or 4. What was the process of your interaction? Like, what happened? What did you guys do?
Me and Cam?
Yeah.
Oh no, we was just riding around. We was about to go smoke with some girls.
How did you get from him to your sister?
What you mean?
You said you were kicking with your sister from about 5 to 7 over on Nottingham. So if he picked you up at 4 and you rolled around for an hour, how did you go from his car to her car or her apartment or whatever?
No, this is yesterday, ain't it?
Yeah. When was this? This wasn't yesterday? With Cameron?
Hold on. So Kara picked me up at like 5 around to go to Nottingham.
Mm-hmm. What did you do?
So hold on.
So were you not with him yesterday then? Or?
No, I was with him yesterday, but I just can't. I don't be looking at the time. I shouldn't even give you an answer because I really don't know. I was just spitting it out. I'm trying to think of what time was I with Cam. Because he made a status like, who can we pull down on? I'm trying to think.
What does that mean to you? Who can we pull down on?
Like, on Facebook, he had made a little status like, who can we come see? Mm-hmm. So I'm like,
Which reminds me, what is your nickname? What do they call you?
Me?
Yeah. Your nickname?
Nah, they just call me Q.
Don't call you QC?
Nah.
That's weird. Because everybody we've talked to has you in their phone as QC.
You said what?
Everybody we've talked to has you in their phone as QC.
Me?
Yeah. And then the other thing is, your Facebook is Dreadhead QC. I've seen the pictures. And everybody we've talked to, including your own family, points that out as your Facebook. And obviously your nickname. And then obviously Cameron, he knows who you are because you talked to him last night. Because we have your phone records, and we have his phone records, and we have your sister's phone records.
Right.
So we didn't just pick you out of the clear blue sky.
Right, okay? I know that.
So if you want to continue talking this made-up story...
Nah, that's not made up. I just don't know the time.
Right. Well, if I told you that your phone had you in the area of... That'd be not a game.
My phone?
Norman, your phone. Yeah, your phone. Because when you use your phone, it hits a cell phone signal. And then that cell phone signal goes back to the phone, and it'll tell us exactly where you were. We can go back and do that, too. Like, we can do that in real time, and we can do that in past time.
But hold on, y'all saying you had a tracking device on my phone?
It's not a tracking device. It's just technology.
Clearly, Dreadhead here hasn't been watching Cops or First 48, because for some reason he believes police have to put a tracker on your phone to see where you've been. At this point in his life, he should know that that isn't the case, because according to the police, he's been in jail or juvie nearly a dozen times for various charges, including gun possession, theft, and drug possession. He's no stranger to an interrogation room, which would make you think that maybe, just maybe, he'd be a little bit better at handling them than this.
Which sounds familiar? Yeah. Which is the phone that's around your neck.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which is the phone that everybody else had in their phone, and the phone number that you talked to Cam last night at about 1 in the morning on. So we know for a fact that you talked to him on the phone. Which is weird because you lied to us about your phone number right off the rip.
Yeah.
So obviously the jig is up. I think we can both agree on that. Okay.
Yeah.
So at this point you're a young man. You're 17.
Right.
Okay. You have your whole life in front of you.
Right.
You need to be honest with us. You need to tell us exactly what happened because it was some crazy shit. I know it. I know you didn't just cold-bloodedly murder this guy. I know you didn't set off.
Who got murdered?
The geek in the alley. Don't. Just
where at?
Really?
Yeah, really, because I was at home last night.
You weren't because your phone has you right in that neighborhood at that time. It has you, in fact, we have you right at the corner of Cherry and Norman right at 7:34, I think it was.
Yeah, I couldn't have.
All right, here's the question. Okay, do you remember going into United Foods last night and buying you a red pop?
I went to United Foods last night. Yeah.
Okay, and then you come back out. Whose car do you get into?
Cam's.
And
it wasn't a red truck. It was a silver Honda Civic.
Right.
Four-door. Okay.
So I ain't gonna lie, I was just lying to y'all because y'all got me scared.
Okay. Yeah, well, here's the thing. We've not yelled and screamed at you. Not anything.
Nah, I'm saying.
All we've asked you to do is tell the truth.
Yeah, okay, but I'm saying,
please
I'm
start telling the truth.
17, I ain't, what a murder, I'm
like, well,
please
start telling the truth. Okay.
Alright, so look.
Go ahead.
I met up with Cam. I ain't gonna say no times because I really don't know what time it is.
That's fair.
I met up with Cam earlier in the day. He was in the silver, whatever you say it was.
Honda Civic.
So we ride around, we chill. We go get a pop from United Foods. So by that time, me and Cam, where did we go after that? After we bought a pop from United Foods, we go down Main. Okay. And what's that next street after United Foods?
Fairview? There's Norman, then Fairview.
I think it's Fairview. But
right, where your
while,
girlfriend lives, right?
Huh?
Your girlfriend lives right in the corner.
Yeah.
Is that the street?
Yeah, so that's Fairview. So we go up Fairview.
Mm-hmm.
So then after I get the little pop and shit with Cam, I leave with Cam.
Okay, and where do you get out of the car with Cam at?
I just popped out with him on Norman.
Norman and Sherry?
Yeah, that's where that's at. Like, say you coming up Fairview and you make a, say you coming up Fairview, I think you're gonna make a left.
Make a left on Cherry.
Yeah, make a left on Cherry, you feel me?
Okay, so you pop out of the car, for what reason?
I just popped out because I was about to get in with my girlfriend.
And where was she at?
Right there at the house.
Oh, over there on Fairview? She was on Fairview, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
She live on Main, but it's...
Oh, Main, right, okay.
Yeah.
And you left your pop in his car. You remember that?
Yeah, I left my pop in this car.
How come you left it in there?
I forgot it.
It just, did you even open it yet?
I don't even
Like
think
maybe
I
had like one swig out of it or something?
I don't even think I opened it. I think I did get a swig. I don't know. Okay. I don't remember me opening.
So you pop out and then what happens?
So I pop out, I'm waiting on my girlfriend. So my girl come get me, I'm walking down to her house, she come pick me up on Willowwood. So I go to my girl, Cam called me. Like, bro, what's up, bro? The police got me right on some bullshit. So I'm like, what you done did? What you talking about? Mm-hmm. So he like something, and he hanged up. So I tried to call him back, he never answered. I tried to call him back, he never answered. I'm like, he on some stuff on, that's some crazy, on some fishy stuff. Excuse me. So, I went back down to my girlfriend, so I'm inboxing him trying to see what didn't happen, you feel me? Mm-hmm. So shit, I guess I go back to my girlfriend's, we go to sleep. We wake up, we go to my house on Kilmer. Mm-hmm. And shit, and went to sleep there.
Whose house did you go to in Jefferson Township over by Whitney Young?
I wasn't in Whitney Young.
Not at Whitney Young, there's the plat across Route 4 in Jefferson Township from Whitney Young. You were at the house there last night. It would have been about 2 in the morning, maybe a little bit earlier than that, just a little bit before that. Whose house were you at?
I wasn't in Whitney Young. I told you about
your phone put you right at a house there. If you're going to go through the effort to look it up, I'll look it up. But let's see.
And a murder, man.
Yeah. Well, what I want to know is, where's the gun? Where's the 9mm? Like, we got your 22, we got your 38, we got your 40 cal. We don't have your 9mm.
Yeah, them are none of my guns. And I know.
Well, let me ask you this then.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to submit to DNA?
No, not unless I have a lawyer or your mom here.
That's fine. I mean, we can absolutely write a warrant for your DNA. That's not a problem at all.
Here's the problem. Okay. You know, we just talked to your sister, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if your sister tells us that you show up, you call her last night, try to for her to come pick you up several times last night. She showed us in her call log. Okay, a bunch of missed calls from you. All right. And then she doesn't come pick you up. But then this morning she comes and gets you at your mom's house.
Right.
Okay. What's the first thing you told her when you got in the car?
What's up with it? What y'all into?
Well, you told her, I caught a body. Remember telling her that?
No.
Okay, well, I have it right here where she is talking to us. Be more than happy to let you listen to it. Well, that's... Okay. I'm not sure you understand how this works, okay? So, okay, you had a gun in your pocket, okay? Did Quinton hand you that gun and tell you to hide it in your pocket? Or was that already in your pocket? I mean, regardless, it's the same charge, okay? You know, you had a loaded handgun in your pocket, okay? And you hop out of the car with your hand in your pocket, or the police are right there. I mean, you're lucky that somebody didn't get hurt. You understand that? So, I guess I want to go back to what you said about, so when Quinton calls you last night, wants you to come pick him up, you're all the way in Fairborn, you're like, I ain't coming to get you, right? Okay. And then, does he call you again this morning? Okay. So as soon as he gets in the car, what does he say? He said what?
He never saw it.
What did he tell you he didn't?
I already told you.
I know. I'm asking you to repeat it so we understand exactly what he said.
But you got it written down.
I know I have it written down. I'm asking you to.
But you got my answer.
Yes. So tell me, from out of his mouth, what exactly did he say?
He caught a murder.
He said he caught a murder. Now, what do you think he meant by that?
Here's the thing, Quinton.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think you meant for this to go down like it did.
I'm trying to tell
Okay.
you.
But here's the thing. Without your help here, without you helping yourself out, there's nothing that we can do for you but book you into the jail on murder charges. Okay. We have enough.
Y'all don't got no proof.
No, we got all kinds of proof. We
We don't-
got 2 witnesses in upstairs window.
Yeah,
We got your
two.
buddy you were with.
Listen.
You got the confession that you gave to your sister.
Listen.
We got all kinds. We get your phone records put in the area. We got enough.
Listen, no, y'all don't.
Quinton would sure like to believe that they're not telling the truth, but they have even more evidence that they aren't showing. When police arrived at the scene, Cam was waiting in his car nearby. He was questioned, and unlike Quinton, he actually told the truth. According to him and other witness testimony, Quinton had approached Benjamin in a nearby parking lot, asking if he could buy a gun off of him. They set up the location, in an alleyway down the street, and a time. Cam was just there to drop off Quinton so he could buy the gun, and then was planning to drop Quinton off at his home. But that's not what happened. Because rather than pay Benjamin with money that he had actually borrowed from Cam, Quinton shot him multiple times and ran off with the weapon.
Quinton, and tell the truth. What happened with that guy?
I'm telling the truth. I don't even know what y'all talking about, bro.
So, you never went up in the yard in Norman and got into that car? Is that what you're telling me?
What car?
The victim's car.
Different. Honda.
It was another Honda.
Yeah, the street you were on was Fort.
No, I ain't go back and get this car.
Okay. You ever touched his car?
I don't even know where his car
It
was.
was up in the grass there at 155 West Norman.
Man, I don't know this dude y'all are talking about.
I know you didn't know him.
Yeah.
You weren't even the one that said got the 219 number did.
You said what?
You got somebody else's geek. There's the geek was in there looking for somebody else to sell him drugs. You encountered him. You tried to rob him.
No,
it didn't go so hot for you.
Here's the thing. Cameron drops you off.
What proof do y'all got that I was with this geek?
Okay. Cameron
What
drops you.
gun do y'all got?
We don't need a gun. Okay, we don't
Why
need a
y'all-
gun.
What you mean?
Because we know a gun was used.
Yeah, we
All
don't need a
right.
gun.
Cameron dropped you off right at Cherry and Norman.
Right.
Within just a few minutes, he sees you walk down the alley. Within just a few minutes, he hears gunshots. He pulls down the alley. Okay? And within just a few minutes, the police show up.
Man.
Okay? And you're blowing his phone up afterwards. Okay? And then this morning, your sister comes and picks
I
you
was trying
up.
to see where he was
Your
at.
sister comes and picks you up
Right.
and says, you tell her I caught a murder.
Oh, I didn't.
Okay?
Why would she say that?
Yeah, why would your
I said-
sister say that? That's your sister. That's your blood. And she's here telling the truth.
People will say anything to get themselves out of here.
No, she's going to jail. Your sister's going to jail. She had a gun in her pocket, and she was driving a stolen car. Okay, I saw you dump that gun underneath the driver's seat when I ran up to the car.
Yeah.
That's why I pulled my gun on you and put it up right up to your face.
Yeah.
Because I saw you dump that gun.
What proof do y'all got?
Okay, here's the thing. That's what there's a court of law for.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I want my fingerprints and all that in there. And I want Cam to come testify whenever.
They will.
Yeah.
Your sister will have to testify. Cam will testify. Okay. But there's nothing we can do. I mean, right now you look like a cold-blooded killer. This guy was shot 6 or 7
They
times.
shot him that. He just got out his autopsy. It was like 12 times.
Y'all don't got no fingerprints, no hair drops. What do you mean you don't need fingerprints on a murder?
You know?
No, we've been doing this for a long time. We don't need.
So hold on, let me ask y'all this: y'all find a man dead in the back of abandoned house?
I didn't say it was an abandoned house.
Where y'all find a man dead in the alley, and y'all gonna come snatch me up because y'all got some car ringers?
That's fine.
You think that's all we have on
Yeah.
you? You're
That's
stupid.
fine. Hey,
What
here's
else
the
do
thing.
y'all got?
We got Cam. We got 2 witnesses in an upstairs window. We got. Just listen. We got what you said to your sister. We have your phone. It's not just
That
that.
counts.
Exactly. All those
Listen.
things count. I appreciate that you've been in trouble enough that you probably have a jailhouse law degree, but you don't know what you're talking about.
Listen though,
We're only going to listen to the truth.
y'all
and then you sit here and lie. I can disprove every single thing you said to me.
Yeah.
Because I talked to your sister.
Yeah, of course I lied because y'all hit me with a murder, bro. I ain't never did no murder, bro. Hell yeah.
Why would you tell your sister?
Hell yeah, I'm gonna try to lie to get out of here. Huh?
Yeah, obviously, you're still lying.
Man.
So why would you, if you had nothing to hide, why would you lie? Number one. Number two is, why'd you lie about your cell phone number?
Because I didn't want y'all to. I don't want the police to have my cell phone number.
Why not? If you're not up to anything.
I don't.
Well, again, you lied about that. You lied about that. You lied about where you were.
You lied about what kind of car Ken was in.
Exactly.
Okay.
You lied about everything from jump.
Man.
So, I mean, where we're at now, dude, is all we got is everybody else's word. We got our forensics, and dude, that's all you're going to have. You're not going to have the, like, oh, no, he pulled on me, or no, he was fighting me, or because there's a clear sign of a struggle. You guys clearly went around the car.
I wasn't there. I wasn't with no geek, bro.
That's fine. Here's the thing.
I wasn't with no
That's
geek.
why there's a court of law, man. I mean, you've been through the system enough.
But let me ask y'all this. Whenever y'all put over Cam, y'all said he was in that alley?
Mm-hmm.
That don't look fishy?
Yeah, because you left him there.
Yeah, he's waiting on you. Come back.
How did I leave Cam when I walked back down to Fairview?
Yeah, I'm sure you did go to your girlfriend's
He
house
rolled back down the alley on his own, is what y'all telling me.
I'm sure you did go back to your girlfriend's afterwards. Typically, after you shoot somebody, you want to get away. Because I got a pretty good idea that when we go and talk to your girlfriend,
yeah,
she's not going to tell us that you guys were, hanging to her house from 7 to 11, and then you go to kill her.
We have your cell phone number. We have your cell phone.
Call my girlfriend and my mom right now.
What's your girlfriend's number?
Quinton seems to think that people will stick their neck out for him, but that's the complete opposite of what's happened. Threatened with obstruction, Quinton's sister, who picked him up after the murder, told police everything. Quinton was panicking, but exhilarated, as he got in the car with the murder weapon, as well as the weapon that he stole from Benjamin. He told her everything, confessing that he shot a man, and showing off the weapon that he stole in the process. Both of these were, of course, evidence of what he had done. But Quinton only thought of one of the guns as evidence. He hid the gun that he used to kill Benjamin, but not the gun that he stole from Benjamin. A gun that, shockingly, Benjamin himself had gotten caught on camera stealing just hours before. Which means that, when police found that gun in Quinton's possession, they were able to prove exactly where he had gotten it from.
So that's it? That's the story that's what you want to stick with?
That's the story you want to go to jail on. Oh, yeah, you're being charged.
Yeah.
We thought you would come down here and be serious, But, dude, you come off and you're lying. We got everything we need.
Here's the thing. If shit went down and it wasn't supposed to, the guy started trying to fight with you or something, okay, that could be something completely different than I wasn't there.
Right.
Okay? Because we know you were there. Yeah. And you tell your sister you called a murder.
How do you know I was there?
Okay. Because your cell phone records and Cam.
And you told us you were in the area. And on that it's impossible to argue with a moron. I'm just telling you. Because you aren't even listening to reason. You've gotten, I don't know how you've gotten away with so much in your life, but you think you're going to you get to the big leagues and it's totally different.
Man.
So you can't bullshit your way out of it. You're stuck. And you're sitting here and you think you know everything about murder investigations because you watched First 48 a couple times. But you're completely wrong. Because you're completely wrong.
Bro,
we don't need handcuffs. First of all, I have no doubt we'll find fingerprints and DNA. That being said, and if you're so confident that your DNA isn't going to be there, why aren't you willing to give us your DNA?
Because I want to do it with my mom
Exactly. Because you're guilty. Because you're guilty.
No, I don't. Last time they swabbed me when I was in here and I got caught with a gun, they came back in 3 minutes. I know they don't come back that fast.
Yeah, I know that. I don't know those officers.
Right, so they finessed me, so I ain't...
Well, I'm not telling you to come back in 3 minutes. Did I say that?
I'm just saying, they told me it was going to take a minute. They came right back. I know they didn't even go to a machine. They like,
well, here's the thing. As far as the gun that's in the back of your sister's car, okay, I saw you dump that under the seat.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're getting booked on that. Okay.
CCW.
Yep. And then you're getting booked on murder.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
How am I getting booked on a murder?
You told your sister you did it, dum-dum. Yeah. And Cameron was there. We got 2 witnesses in an upstairs bathroom window who watched the whole thing go down. I do. Yeah, you were behind the bando.
Can I ask you this?
There's a full-fledged, fully occupied double right next to it.
Can I ask you this? If y'all got 2 witnesses that was in the window, what they say?
I'm not telling you that.
I'm saying
you'll get that in your discovery packet. I'm sure you've heard of that before, right?
Yeah.
You'll get that in your discovery packet.
Okay. I'm not gonna feed you the lines for you to talk. You can tell me the truth or you ain't. You ain't telling me the truth, so I guess
am telling you the
you're
truth.
actually lying.
You weren't even there.
Exactly.
Man, I told you I started off lying, bro. The second story true, but call her, ask her where I was at last night, and call my 10 a.m.
Stand up. Oh. To the right.
Quinton didn't just get cooked in his first interrogation, he got burnt to a crisp. Just a few hours later, however, his brain seems to catch up with the trouble that he's in. He's facing life behind bars, which means it's time to come up with a scapegoat. Unfortunately for him, a scapegoat only works when you aren't directly connected to the crime by DNA, witness testimony, footage, and cell phone data.
All right, what do you want to talk about?
I want to tell you the truth, bro.
Okay.
First of all, I didn't murder nobody.
Okay, I'm listening.
The car records and all that is cool. I was just trying to check on Cam to see if he was alright. Cam shot that boy.
All right, tell us what happened.
We ride up Norman. Like up Norman, say where I tell you I was just coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Like the alley, wherever he was at in.
Mm-hmm.
So you make a right, and then make a right up Norman. We ride up Norman. So Cam team at United Foods, shit. No, Cam, I get out. But I guess he talking to Cam like, I got something for sale, something. So I go in the store. So Cam follow us real quick. So we pull up Norman out of, what's that, United Foods?
Mm-hmm.
We pull up out of Norman out of United Foods, make a left. Yeah. Go up one alley all the way up Norman. Then we make a right out of that alley and come back down that alley where I guess it happened.
Mm-hmm.
So shit, as soon as I see him go up to the car with dude, I pop out and walk to my girl house. Feel me? I pop out and walk to my girl's house. So I guess after he did what he did, I'm trying to call him like, bro, you alright, bro? What happened? You feel me? I'm trying to figure out what happened.
Mm-hmm.
So shit, I went and stayed a couple hours with my girl, and then we went to the house, and then I went to sleep.
How many gunshots did you hear? How many gunshots did you hear?
I heard like 15.
Okay. What kind of gun did he have?
Cam, a 9.
You know what brand it is or anything?
A Glock.
Yeah, a Glock 9.
Yeah.
Do you know what he did with the gun?
After I told you, when he walked up to go see dude, I popped out and I left him. And he didn't say nothing to me. But I went left back to Fairview. He went back this way towards Norman, but he kept going up straight, like he about to hit Salem or something.
So let's just kind of break it down here real quick, okay? So you're at United Foods.
Right.
Okay. And you see this geek at United Foods?
Yeah.
Okay. And Cam talked to him.
I popped out the car to get a pop.
Mm-hmm.
But I know a geek when I see one, so I seen him. So he yelling at me, but I ain't paying him no attention because I think he a bum.
You never talked to him?
Nah, not the geek.
Mm-hmm.
Nah. So while I'm in the store, I come back out. I guess him and Cam window to window. I guess they saying something, you feel me? So when I get in the car, Cam just follow me. You feel me? So we pull off and, what I just told you, we pull off, go up that alley, come back down the alley where it happened, and I popped out.
And tell me did you talk to Cam afterwards?
He called me bro, I just left the police station.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm thinking how you gonna leave the police station then? You feel me? I'm thinking that.
So what did you say back to him?
I'm I ain't say nothing. I'm you did what? No, hold on. I gotta think, bro. My bad. What did I say? I said, what was they talking about? He was like, man, they on some bullshit. So I'm thinking damn, you about to go. It's over for you.
Mm-hmm.
So then he hang up. So now I'm trying to text him and keep blowing his line down. Is you good? Is you good? Is you good? Cause I thought the police been had snatched him up by now. Somebody, is you good? Is you good?
That is very obviously not what happened. Cam was entirely cooperative with police and made it clear that he had no idea Quinton was planning to shoot the man he was buying a gun from. Cam had never been in trouble before. No arrests on his record, no stints in juvie, nothing. The fact that career criminal Quinton is so eager to throw him under the bus isn't surprising. The fact that he thinks he's going to get away with it? Well, that's pretty unbelievable.
All right, Quinton, here's the thing. Okay. All right. I've had people sit in this chair right here where you're at right now.
Right.
Okay. Hundreds of people.
Right.
I've been a homicide detective for 12 years.
Right.
Okay. And, you know, with the exception of maybe, I don't know, 1 or 2 times. Okay. That's about 1 or 2 times is about the number of times I've had somebody that was just a cold-blooded killer that just didn't care.
Right.
Okay. You know, most of the time it's guys like yourself, younger males who, you know, are kind of out in the streets and, you know, hitting licks and stuff like that, or, you know, selling whatever you're doing, you know, to make some money, make some extra money, especially around Christmas time. Okay. And, you know, and something usually happens.
Right.
Either, you know, the victim tries to fight with them, like, look, it's like, man, I was just trying to fucking rob this guy. And,
that's why when
he attacked me or whatever, you know. But here's the thing, Quinton. All right. If that were the case, okay, I would probably have Cameron's sister telling me he told him he bodied somebody last night or murdered somebody.
All right.
Okay, or called a murder, like you said.
All right.
Here's the thing, Quinton. You're not doing yourself any favors.
I know.
Okay. So just listen to me.
Yeah, I wanted
okay?
to tell you about that too.
Okay,
Yeah.
listen to me. All right. Okay. At the end of the day, okay, you need to tell us what happened. Okay. And you need, because here's the thing. Eventually, okay, I'm going to be sitting across from a judge over in juvenile court, and I have to give him the facts of the case. Okay. And I'm going to either tell him that this might be those 1 or 2% that's a cold-blooded killer, or I can say, look, dude, he didn't even mean for this to go down like this, okay, and, you know, he's remorseful, you know, not he's trying to pin it on his buddy, okay, because that just makes you look like you're a cold-blooded killer.
Right.
And I don't think you are.
Right, I'm not a killer at all. This is
okay, well, you did last night, okay, Quinton, okay, I'm telling you right now, okay?
I know the phone records match up.
Okay, stop. Okay. A judge is not going to show you any remorse.
I know.
Okay. And I mean, this is not RSP. It's not a gun charge, buddy.
Right.
Okay. This is a murder.
Murder charge.
It's a murder.
I could throw my whole life away.
Yeah. And here's the thing. Okay. If it went down different than what it looks like, that's what you need to tell us. Don't try to put it on Cam.
I'm not trying to.
Cam did not shoot that guy. Okay. If he did, okay, we would have found the gun. Cam was arrested right in the alley.
Man,
okay. Waiting on you, he said.
As soon as I popped out.
Okay. We also found a holster laying in the alley. Okay.
A holster.
Yeah, a black holster for a gun. Okay. You know, you need, Quinton, you're digging yourself a hole right here.
You probably think I'm lying.
I know you are. Okay. You've lied to us the entire time you sit here.
I lied the first
and now you're trying to throw Cam under the bus. Cam's never even been arrested before.
That I'm saying though.
You know, you're the ones getting popped with guns every week. You know, I mean, you've been arrested a half a dozen times.
Once again, despite having been arrested half a dozen times, Quinton still doesn't seem to understand how jail and prison works. He's in complete denial of the evidence stacked against him, including the testimony from his sister, girlfriend, and Cam, which were upheld and used at trial against him. On top of that, to this day, he's fighting to appeal his conviction. Why? Because he believes police didn't have enough evidence to justify searching his phone records.
Quinton, okay, stop. Okay,
bro.
You're trying to distance yourself away from this from jump. Okay, you know what? And it's not going to work, Quinton. You may have your entire life gotten away with stuff that you did by lying to people, like to your mother or to your grandmother or whatever.
Sir.
Quinton. Okay. You're going to be booked for murder. Okay. It's your decision on what I tell the judge from here on out. Okay. And what a jury hears. Okay. Because right now you're digging yourself a hole. This is the thing. Okay. Detective Cope, okay, when he told you about there was a witness at the window, there was. Okay. Right. Now, the witnesses, that car, Cam's car, he was in the car the whole time. Okay. They saw somebody running from the victim's car. All right. And Cam stayed in his car the whole time because they kept an eye on him with 911.
Right.
And that's why the police pull in the back in the alley and take him into custody. He never gets out of the car.
I was running from Cam's car.
I know you were.
Down to my girl.
I know you were. But that was after the shooting.
No.
Yes, Quinton.
Because when I got on Fairview, the shots rang off.
No, Quinton. You shot this guy. Man. It was either in cold blood, okay, and you just wanted to kill somebody, okay, or something else went down, he fought with you or something. Give me something, Quinton, that I can help you out on. Because I can't help you out on what you've told me right now.
I'm going to do life regardless.
No, that's not how it works, Quinton.
It is.
Okay, well, if that's what you want to do.
No, I'm saying that's not what I want to do, but y'all painted me with a murder.
Okay, because you shot him, Quinton, and you told your sister about it.
And we know you were in the car.
Huh?
So your DNA is going to be in the car.
What car?
The victim's car.
We know you were in there. So.
Got in and you turned the lights on.
Cam's car?
No, the victim's car. The dead guy's car. Okay, you got in and you turned the lights on.
No, I didn't. I didn't walk up to the victim's car. The man who got shot.
Quinton. Cam never got out of his car. We know that for 100% fact. Cam never got out of his car. Okay. You're the only one else in Cam's car. All right.
As soon as we pulled in the alley, I got out.
I know you did.
Ran off towards Fairview.
No, you didn't do that. Okay. You pulled in the alley. You got out. I know. And I'm trying to help you here.
Years, bro.
I'm trying to help you here.
That ain't gonna. It's still gonna be some time, bro. I didn't do this, bro.
Well, you're gonna do some time regardless. Okay. Right. That's the facts of killing somebody.
Right.
Okay. But your cooperation depends on how much time you do.
And I'm trying to be cooperative. I know I lied on the first two, but
you lied on like the first 5, Cam. Or not Cam, but Quinton. Cam was arrested at the scene without a gun. So Cam could not have shot this guy.
Y'all said,
okay. You fled from the scene.
Because I didn't want to be in that. I'm not that type of guy, bro.
Quinton.
Sir.
Okay.
Sir, you just
got arrested this morning with a handgun.
Right.
I know it's not the murder weapon. Okay, I get that. All right. So don't tell me you're not that kind of person.
But
okay?
Listen, though.
You're 17 years old and you're carrying a loaded firearm.
Listen.
Okay. No, I'm not listening. Okay, because you're not being honest.
Yes, I am. You didn't let me finish.
Here's the thing. When Cam called you last night, he was sitting right there.
Right.
And we had it on speakerphone.
Right.
Okay. And Cam says to you, bro, what went down, bro? You're like, man, I'll have to meet up with you.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, I'm about to meet you at your house.
Yeah. He didn't say, bro, I killed that guy. And you say, yeah, I know. What happened? You were like, bro, I'll have to meet up with you. I can't talk to you over the phone. I mean, that's what you said.
Because I don't like talking over phones, period.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to talk over a telephone after I killed somebody either. But at the end of the day, no.
Trying to pressure that.
No, I'm not. At the end of the day, okay, Cam's arrested at the scene of the crime.
Right.
With no weapon.
But with a holster.
No, the holster was down the street in the direction that you ran. Down the alley. Okay? A little black holster
was down the alley back towards Cherry?
No, the other way.
Completely?
The other way.
No, I didn't run that way. I'm ready for a court date and call so I can get a lawyer, bro.
Okay.
Because if this is...
At this point, you're gonna be booked for murder.
Huh?
Okay, you're gonna be booked for murder. Come on.
Can I get a call?
When you get to the jail, you get a call. That's how it works. You've been there 1,000 times. You know how it works.
The detective manages to get one final burn in as the two make their way to jail. Ultimately, Quinton continued to deny his charges and is still denying his involvement to this day. He was charged with felony murder, aggravated robbery, felonious assault, and improper handling of a firearm. In total, he was sentenced to 24 years to life in prison for the senseless murder of Benjamin Werner. Our thoughts are with Benjamin's family, as well as all of the witnesses who had to suffer in the fallout of this horrible crime. Thank you for watching today's video. Whether you're new here or have been with us for a while, check out one of the craziest cases I've ever covered right here, or one of my newest uploads right here.